Namaskar. I am going to share my views about the topic Brain Wave Entrainment Meditation is Mantra Best. So, we can understand what is meant by entrainment just by an example. When we play beat on drum, what we see that our head, neck, feet all start moving in particular rhythm, and this happens inside our body also, even in our breathing pattern. So all movements that are triggered by the vibration created by the music affect our body system, our body's rhythm. So our body rhythm synchronizes with the rhythm of the musical instrument, with the rhythm, the frequency. And how this happens? Because during this, the brain also, the neurons in the brain which control different bodily functions also try to fall in line with the rhythm of the external object. So that's why we start behaving, our body, our brain starts behaving like that. Means our body tries to fall in line with the rhythm of the instrument. So music affects our brain. It affects our brain. The firing of neurons in our brain changes. So when we receive any stimuli, then the brain neurons of concerned brain areas start firing, starts vibrating, but not randomly. They don't vibrate randomly, rather they vibrate connected. There is a concept called Hebbian principles, means neuron which fire together, wire together. Which fire together, wire together. So this, so behind our any perception, pleasure, action, whatever we do, there lies there is underlying neural activity, and in any activity we do, multiple brain areas are involved, like motor neurons are related with movement. So then when we think to initiate any action, when we try to do something, the neurons responsible for initiating movement, controlling movement, stopping movement, all start firing. So, but not unconnected. They start firing synchronously, so that if this doesn't happen, then what will happen? We can't be able to control our movement, we can't be able to stop our movement as per plan. These things will happen. So the neurons must fire properly in synchrony, then only we will be able to do things properly. And when this doesn't happen, then we face problems. In case, as you can see, in the case of Parkinson disease, the person suffering from this disease is not able to move properly, increase their speed, that is, they face tremor in the body. So likewise, so if motor cortex is not properly functioning, these things will happen. If memory circuits are not functioning properly, then we will have problems remembering things. We will have problems in. So in whatever do, even in memory circuits, many areas are involved, like perception. Whatever we perceive, we transform into short-term memory. Then it is again transformed into long-term memory. So many steps are involved, so many circuits are involved. So if the circuits are not functioning properly, then problems arise. We face different types of problems. So the formation of circuits depends on the ability of different parts of the brain to act in synchrony, to fire in synchrony. If this doesn't happen, then we will have problem. So here the study has shown that the persons suffering from Alzheimer, in their brains lesser number of neurons were found firing at 40 hertz per second. This means the circuit has less power. The circuit has less power. But when they were connected, they received the stimulus, when they received the vibration in the level of 40 hertz, then the number of neurons firing at this frequency increased. This means the circuit got strengthened, and the related problem start declining. Now, and many studies have shown that music is essentially a vibration. music has been found acting like medicine in many diseases, like in Parkinson's disease. If one listens to music through headphone and starts walking, they can better walk than without headphone. Through practice, this can also increase. So, music has been found to be helpful in removing not only in making mind more focused, relaxed, and removing symptoms of many diseases also. Now, the question is, what is music? Music is rhythmic, melodious, and well-structured vibration. Music is rhythmic, well-structured vibration, having melody, etc. But music is essentially vibration. Now, what is mantra? What is East mantra? Mantra is also vibration. Mantra is also vibration, as music is different from noise or ordinary noise or other any type of vibration. Likewise, mantra is also a vibration, but it has rhythm also. Mantra has rhythm. Besides that, it has got meaning also. Mantra is linked with meaning. It is a meaningful vibration, rhythmic and meaningful. So, mantra is different from music in the sense that in this meaning, bhav is also linked. Now, what will happen if the brain is entrained with meaningful mantra? Each mantra has been defined as person specific, means different persons can benefit by using different mantras having different frequencies. In certain, when the person's brain is more receptive to particular frequencies. So rhythm, with rhythm, frequency is also important. Now, as I told that in our brain, how circuits are formed. Circuits are formed. So, when the brain receives any stimuli, then neurons start firing. If the firing is synchronous, then circuit will be formed. And the brain will be able to do the respective activity. So, in East, when we chant East mantra, we do it mentally. We do it mentally. But even if whatever we think or mentally say to mind or suggest mind, in this activity, neural activity takes place. And if the firing is steady, then what will happen? We will be able to perceive what we are trying to achieve. So in this, as because each mantra has rhythm, also it has been found that the lower the frequency, the better the impact. So, if the firing of neurons synchronously is slow, if the frequency is lower, then the firing will be proper, we will have better perception. What we try to achieve, mind will be able to perceive that. So, we can, and in meditation, the object about which we think, the idea on which we concentrate is not easily perceptible. So, to perceive that, to have experience or perception of that, we will have to use more neurons. We will have to involve greater parts of the brain. So, in these, many circuits are to be created, even some are to be deactivated, because what we are trying to achieve is very much different from normal day-to-day activity. But if we are able to, as we have shown, that as we have told, music helps in multiple ways. It can manipulate the functions of many parts of the brain. But as I had already told, that this meditation or mantra has more to do, because it has meaning also. Unlike music, it has meaning also. So, in this, more focus is required, through which we can do by mantra chanting, by manipulating its frequency, making it steady. We can organize the neuron firing in such a way that what we want to do, we can achieve. And in neural firing, it has been seen that certain brain chemicals help in creating newer circuits, like dopamine and other chemicals help in this. So, in this connection, I would like to say that in meditation, we actually stimulate the mind. We stimulate the mind, and each neuron also has its individual mind. And our mind is connected with all the neurons. All the neurons. So, by each mantra, by mind, I mean I feeling. Mind has something to do with I feeling. So, our individual I, which is in fact collective I, is connected with all the brain cells, which also has I feeling. Of course, much less developed than our collective I feeling, but all cells have I feeling. So, when we recite a mantra, what happens? I'm just making it clear by citing an example which I had already told, that when you play a beat on tabla, what happens? There is our brain starts firing, neurons of our brain start, concerned neurons of our brain start firing, and the movement is visible in externally, like in our head, neck, hands, legs, and even breathing pattern all changes. Means the brain is neurons of the brain are firing synchronously with the vibration of the musical instrument. So, if the I feeling is stimulated with mantra vibration, then what will happen? The cells in our brain will also start vibrating synchronously. They will start vibrating synchronously, and they will try to match with the vibration of the I feeling. So, if this means the East mantra has impacted our I, and if I feeling is impacted, this means our whole body, our feeling of self, our behavior, everything will correspondingly change. This mantra, East mantra vibration impact is more deeper and more pervasive. Means body-mind system is affected in this, and that too positively. So, through East mantra, we are impacting cell, mind and soul. And here we do not need any external stimuli. Rather, the stimuli is inner. We do it mentally. So, mind creates the vibration. Mind is the source of, as in case of musical instruments are the external source, whereas in case of East mantra, the source is mind itself, and through East mantra we stimulate the mind, we vibrate the mind, and this vibration is received by all the cells, and they all vibrate synchronously with the mind. So, body-mind parallelism improves and changes take place in our brain, body, etc. Now, here I would like to say that brain controls body. Brain controls body. And how does it control? It controls through different circuits. We have memory circuit, we have motor circuit, and how circuits are formed? When neurons fire and connect. So, and this is guided by Hebbian principle, means neurons which fire together, wired together. So, when they do not fire randomly, rather they fire and connect, then circuits are formed. Now, single neuron takes part in multiple activities. Single neurons are single neurons take part in multiple activity in forming multiple circuits. So, if we chant East mantra more often, or if our dominant thought includes chanting of East mantra, then what will happen? That East mantra will individually will impact the cells individually, and if there is any deficiency in any cell, there are different parts of brain cell also, like dendrite, fiber, there are myelin cover, insulation cover, so there are many parts. So if we are having problem in different parts of the cell, then that will also be taken care, or the it will impact the health of different circuits, because one cell takes part in different circuits. So many problems in our brain can be taken care of by chanting East mantra. This I feeling thing has not yet been, its role has not yet been appreciated by even by scientist community, but they have started realizing that we have I feeling. We have I feeling because we can recognize our mirror image. But Sri P.R. Sarkar, alias Anand Murthy ji, has mentioned in his book Yoga Psychology that every cell has I feeling. We are a metazoan with clear and distinct I feeling. All cells in our body has I feeling, and this our I feeling is collective I feeling, means all cells are connected at the I level, means at the feeling of I. So when we are chanting East mantra, we are impacting the here two systems in entrainment. There is interaction between two systems. So here mantra is one. Mantra stimulation is a source of stimulation, mantra, and our entire system composed of our cells. So if we stimulate, and all cells are connected with mind, so when we stimulate the mind through East mantra, so the synchronization takes place, and the entire system tries to during this entrainment, we can say that our body has turned into one cell, single cell, which Sri Anand Murthy ji has called metazoic cell. during chanting, the entire system behaves as a single cell, and the improvement takes place in the cells. So this is how the mantra, East mantra stimulation of mind helps in changing our brain and finally our life. So with this, I would like to conclude. Namaskar.